Good afternoon, lovely tubers. White Mexican back again for another video today. A plethora of randomness I'm going to be covering and featuring today. Getting started, kicking off with some 6 samurai cards. What an awesome deck. This was really popular. Gateway was at 3 back in the day when I came back into the game back in like mid 2011 or so. But anyway, so there's a couple versions of this. This is going to be the original print super rares from Stardust Overdrive. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first editions here. I had this set up for 3 of, but I'm going to take that off just for sheer sake of figuring out how much these first editions are on the singles level. So we're going through here, no first editions on the first 2 pages, first 3 pages, first 4 pages. First editions come on page 5, and they've jumped up. They've jumped up to $11 really quick. I'm going to refresh this page, make sure it's good to go. $11 on these though, so these have gotten to a price point where they're not really comfortable. I mean, I wouldn't really be comfortable paying $11 for this, honestly. Really cool, that's the original print and all that, but yeah, $11. And it quickly jumps up to about 16 after that. So yeah, original Gateway of the 6, original print first editions, about 11 bones. So there's that for you. Legendary 6 Samurai Keyzen. So I'm not going to review like all the 6 Samurai stuff. I'm just kind of reviewing the stuff that I want to personally pick up. Obviously the gateways have been going up for some reason. This is on 3 of because I wanted to see how much, because obviously I want to get 3 of these. It's about 3 bones here for the first editions for the 3 ofs. I'll switch this over really quick. It's about $2 for one here, first edition. Again, like always, I'm looking at lightly played near mint. And then 2 bones here. Here's a 2 of. And then it gets to about 4-ish after that. So there's the original print super rares. Obviously, this was reprinted super, I believe, in Spirit Warriors. But the original print, what it's all about, original Stone Ragnarok's pretty cool. Share Bride, reviewed this back and forth. It's been a while since I've reviewed this. Of course, they have the 2014 Megatons reprints and then the original OG Legacy of the Valiant. And this is just an all-around awesome card. So this was great during Sky Striker, like Dominance area, because they search so much from the grave in the deck. Just an awesome dry power card, and of course it has the versatility with the quick play. First editions here, sitting about 3 bones-ish. Yeah, about 2.5, 3 bones for the first editions, and there's plenty on the market. But again, I think this is just kind of a long forgotten, really cool artwork, and great power card. Of course, you can't cover this without Magical Spring. It's kind of counterpart here. We have the 2015 reprints and the original Duelist Alliance, which I'm going to cover right now. First edition, this card's super cheap too. So I was thinking about running this in Shaddolls. I'm looking for more draw power for my Shaddol stuff. And right now, my current build, I'm actually running Lightsworn Shaddolls, which is actually a really fun deck. I can show you that in a bit later if you guys want to see that. I'm kind of having like problems with like missing timing on certain things. I don't know if it's like a technical error or not, or I just need to learn the game better. But it's pretty fun. So yeah, it's about $1. $1 for these first edition original prints. Pretty awesome, pretty cheap card, and this is just an all-around forgotten card. So kind of interesting artwork too. I like the background a lot. Awesome card though. Next one is going to be Saryuja. So several different prints here, but of course we're going to go ahead and take a look at the original Extreme Force. This is a fantastic level 4. I think no one really uses this card. I mean, there's some combo decks that can bust out 3 in a turn, which is pretty cool. But this is just awesome artwork and all around just a very, very awesome level 4, Link 4. And no one really talks about this card anymore that I'm aware of. I haven't really heard anything. It's $6. This card used to be like the $30 card. 30 plus, and for this print, and now it's about 8 to 7 bones for the first editions. Plenty on the market, 5 pages. Next card is going to be Borreload Dragon. Of course, everyone knows the Savage Dragon, only having 1 print. It's like ungodly high right now. So I'd personally sell that if you have it. I personally never invested in this set, so I don't have any. But let's look at the original prints. There's a lot of awesome alternatives, of course. Several reprints of Borreload Dragon now, but we're going to go with the OG Circuit Break. which looks like these are settling around 5 bones, which is, again, still an awesome Link 4. Kind of old now, but still about $7 for the first edition original prints, and goes up to about 8. So awesome card there. Going into some collectors collections, collector card value now. So Injection Fairy Lily, awesome. One of the OG amazing artwork. Anime Girl cards. Legacy of Darkness, going back to Generation 1 Yu-Gi-Oh here. First editions. Oh, hold on. I gotta take these 3-ofs off. Was the 3-ofs on this too? Okay, no, good. Just wanted to make sure so we can get some more accurate prices. So the Unlimiteds alone are sitting at about 7+, but the first editions is when you really start to see some pretty good value. So first edition is already up to 23 bones, then jumps to 25, and then just keeps on going up over there all the way to, like, you know, this gets pretty incredible. So yeah, pretty awesome. First edition lightly played Injection Fairy Lily's original print secrets are $23. So I know I've been collecting these for several years. Another awesome artwork card, which actually, you know, came to 2, if I'm not mistaken, on the list, or not just came to 2, but it's on 2 on the list now. Tour Guide. The Ultimates are like ungodly expensive right now. It's insane. I kind of regret, actually, when these jumped up to 90, I pushed them off for 90 a piece. My playset that I got, that I was holding for a long time, but I pushed them off for 90 a piece. I got someone to pick up all 3 for 90 a piece. And now these are just like over $200 for this card, which is pretty insane. Obviously, this is super like overpriced, probably because there's not that many on the market. And Tour Guide is just a fan favorite Anime Girl card, and, you know, now it's at 2, and it's just an awesome card in general. It's kind of slow for like modern day meta, I think. This price point is pretty insane though. But what I'm more interested in is the original Secret Rares from Extreme Victory. These I actually do have several copies of, and this was kind of like the heavier hitter that I went investing on this card. And also Tour Bus, which I will show you later on this video. So Unlimiteds alone are 23. So I'm definitely unloading my Unlimiteds. I have a few Unlimiteds that, you know, if I could get 23 bones about, I'd be super happy about. 23 bones for the first Unlimited. No first editions on the first page. So these are just clearing out of the market for some reason. Someone must be picking up on the collector's value on this original print. And then jumps all the way up to $36 for the first edition. Pretty incredible. So Tour Guide has definitely gone up in value. Really quickly, I'm going to go back. There's some healthy alternatives to this. So my favorite personally is the original print Secret Rares. Ultimates are pretty cool too. They're just ungodly expensive right now, but I would still always prefer the Secret Rare. I mean, honestly, I like Ultimate Rares. I just think this Ultimate is kind of ugly. It's just too dark for my personal taste. Duelist Saga is pretty cool too. Really quick, let's just take a poke into those. Just out of curiosity, I love Duelist Saga. This is a really great. Still on its own merit alone, this set only has its unique ultra rare foiling that no other set has had yet. It's about $2-ish, $2-ish, $3 for the Duelist Sagas. So there's that. But more importantly, I want to move to Tour Bus. So Tour Bus is not a very playable card. This is all collector's value and speculation. Again, my own personal opinion. Original prints only, first editions, Order of Chaos. Tour Bus from the Underworld. I've been collecting this for a couple years now, and every time a cheap first edition pops up, I scoop it up. Mostly 3-ofs because I like to buy in bulk. So Unlimiteds aren't worth anything. And first editions here are still pretty cheap. You know, it's about $3 right here for the first edition. It's a 1-of. Here's a 2-of for, you know, about $3+ with shipping. I think this is going to be a collector's card. Again, it has the Tour Guide character, awesome artwork, has like the Gold Souls Tower in the background. Just super awesome, deep foiling, secret rare foiling from this, you know, awesome set. Order of Chaos, really old set now, definitely getting up there in its years. And this card is slowly going up. The first editions they're still on the market, but they're going away. And I personally so I picked these up for about 2 to 3 range. There was a while when I was picking up for 5 because it kind of spiked up when it got a little like watered down in the market. But now my new range is about, you know, $2 to $3 for this. So just recently I picked up several of these for about 3 bones a piece for first editions. Some near mint, some lightly played. This is definitely going to be a collector's card on its artwork alone, and it's getting very up there in age. Mazara Deville. So this card just all around just not a good card. Pretty cool artwork, not the coolest artwork, but again, Ancient Sanctuary being a Generation 1 core set, and one of the only two secret rares. I don't know why I have all these on three in the set. Let's go ahead and take a look at some first editions. This card is starting to gain a little bit more value now that it's definitely up there in age. And I mean, I don't really, I guess just because it's an old school secret rare. Its artwork is pretty cool, but it's just a terrible card in general. I mean, it's got the merits of Dark Fiend. I don't know. I think there's cooler cards, older secrets you can invest in. But if you have this card, you could hold on to it, see if it goes up, or sell it for about 15 bones or $8. So $8 is the first edition, and then jumps up to like 9, then quickly 15. So first editions, 8 bones right there. Veil of Darkness, more specifically, the secret rare version. I've been kind of not really experimenting with this card. This card has awesome artwork, and of course, it's an old school Gladiator Assault's a really old set. Secret rare, and let's go. What is going on with these 3F settings? Apologize about that. Unlimited, just a couple bones. Here's the first edition here for $4. I don't know why. Maybe just because it's like Gladiator's Assault. I really want to get this card because there's just something about secret rares in this set. Like, I feel like they're just hard to come by, hard to get now. I personally wasn't in the game when a Gladiator's Assault came out. I stopped playing after like I don't even remember. I think like Rise of Destiny or like Soul of the Duelist or something was like the last set before I quit and then came back in after high school, which was Six Samurai full on format, which was like Extreme Victory, yeah, because like Tour Guide was like the biggest thing back then. Right before we got XYZs with Gen Force and all that. Anyway, so about $4, and then it quickly moves to about 5 and then 8 for the first edition prints of this. So I don't know, just there's other cool versions too. Like I personally like the gold version, the actual like old school gold version. I think it's Gold Series 3, I want to say. Gold Series 2009. It's just pretty cool. Everything else is just extremely cheap. It's had quite a few reprints. But the secret and the gold are definitely the best. This gold one is like super cheap too. I love Gold Series 2000. I think there was 2008 was the first series. So like 2008. Oh, so sorry about that. My mic just pooped the bed on me. So I was saying 2008, I believe was the first Gold Series. Then 2009, they made really good gold rares. It wasn't like overpowering. They just kind of like sprayed on the gold, and it looks really nice. I like these gold versions a lot. The earlier golds, like all the way up to Haunted Mine. Haunted Mine was like the last gold set that I can take seriously. But yeah, these are super cheap. I guess these were all limited editions, so there wasn't a first editions on this, so you can get any of these, and they're all like a quarter, so that's pretty cool. Allure of Darkness, all of these are pretty much worth money, but obviously the ultimate rare, the unlimiteds are over $100 now. So this is the era of Yu-Gi-Oh we live in now. I know this is an awesome card. You can pretty much play this in like any dark deck, and it's it's awesome. It's at 3, but yeah, it's over $100 now for unlimited. First editions, $122 is the first price for first editions. Not very many on the market. This honestly makes me want to sell my first edition. I have one copy of an Ultimate First, and I got rid of my first edition Ultras from Phantom Darkness quite a while ago. I think for like 15, 20 a piece. But all around, like this card is just worth money. It's insane. Even the super rares, again, when Dark Saviors came out, like I was packing on the super rares for Allure of Darkness. I think I probably got like 100 or something, and I was just popping them on. Like as like the months went on, I knew it was gonna go up. I got for $1 a piece, and I was selling them for like 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 2, and they just fluctuated so much. Take a look at the ultra rares. There's always money in Allure of Darkness. And it's been reprinted so many times. Like I think it has like 4 or 5 different super rare reprints. Like it's insane. They always reprint this card in super rare. It still holds value though. It keeps on getting reprinted, but like you'll see like the cheapest super rare is still like $3 or $4. So man, even like for the unlimited ultras, 24 bones across the board. For first edition, is there even a first edition for the ultra version? One first edition, which these jokers want 100 for. Like, there's no way. Like, if you can get an ultimate for this price, there's no way that people are gonna pay the same price for an ultra rare when they can get the ultimate version for like $3 more. So yeah, Allure of Darkness this is a good time in the Yu-Gi-Oh market to sell Allure of Darkness. I know I have a plethora of the super rares myself personally. Let's take a look at those. I really kind of hate. I like the layout, but I kind of hate the formatting of this new TCG player layout thing, because it brings up like everything like related. It doesn't bring up just like the specific card. Like, you search Allure of Darkness, I just want to see like the copies of Allure of Darkness, and then it brings up like what, like Herald stuff, like Lair of Darkness, Injection Fairy Lily, like what? I guess I guess because like these were like previous searches I did or something. I don't really know. All right, so ultra rares are like 24 bones, ultimates are 100, and all across the board. So Destiny Soldiers right here, it's like $4. Dark Saviors $5. This is such a good time to sell this card. These cards were so cheap. That's like the best thing when a reprint set comes out. Not the commons, at least obviously do, have some class, have some respect for yourself, and go with at least a super rare like Raging Battle, Destiny Soldiers, Dark Saviors. I think there was another reprint. Didn't it just come out in like Secret Slayers or something too? Anyway, these three are secret rare reprints, and I know I personally have a lot of Dark Saviors, so I'm really excited about this going up, because again, I was like picking these up for like $1 a piece when Dark Saviors first drop. That's what you do. Same thing with Secret Slayers, which I'll go into this next featured card, and I'll explain specifically why I pick up in bulk when these sets first drop, because it's so cheap. Okay, and like, so first editions, I guess apparently there's unlimited runs of this set too. It's almost $5 for this card. So this is what you do. These reprint sets, like these middle sets come out, these like non-core sets, and you go in there. You don't buy the sets. You just buy the singles, super cheap when the first drops, and over time these just go up and up and up. You got to get the most popular cards. So it's always draw power stuff. For me, I really do focus on draw power stuff. Allure of Darkness, great diversity, great draw power. $5 bones, $4 profit right there. Okay, so I talked about this a couple videos ago. Upstart Goblin from Secret Slayers. Okay, so the ultra rares, they're their money. They're like $5, $3, and now they're like 15. So that's awesome. I have a couple of those that I want to push off. But more specifically, and the Turbo one being collectors, of course, it's always expensive. But there's literally just a brand new, fresh, looks really, really sharp Secret Slayers super rare, which literally looks just like the Turbo Pack super rare, if not better in my opinion, because it has the updated foiling up here on the top right, and it's just great. It's the same thing. It just says Secret Slayers, and it's $2. More specifically, I want to look at this card for 3 of or more. Me personally, I invested into 41 copies of this. As soon as Secret Slayers dropped, I went in, paid less than 2 bones a piece, and got 41 of these, because I know, just like how like the ultra rare from Legendary Collections is like $15 now, when I was picking those up for like 3 bones, I'm gonna sell them and I'm gonna make profit. This literally makes your deck. You're running 40 cards and makes your deck a 39 card deck, and when it comes to 3, it'll make it a 37 card deck. This is just, I run this card in every single deck. It doesn't matter what deck I'm playing. I always have 1 copy of Upstart Goblin and 1 copy of One Day a Piece. But actually, I want to show you guys that card, because that came OTS Super as well, and I'm really curious what the price point for that is now. So this is 3 of Nearman Lightly Played. You can still get them, like right here. Here's a 30 of Simply Unlucky right here. Not even 2 bones. Free shipping. If you get tons of other stories. So this is where you want to target. You want to go and get the ones that have like a lot of. Unfortunately, 30 of is the highest on the first page. So usually there's a lot more because the set just dropped. And a lot of people are trying to pick this set up for, I guess, the Eldritch cards or whatever. But for me, like, this is the opportunity that I see in Secret Slayers. As soon as I saw that this dropped super rare, and like the super rare from whatever the Astral Pack being so popular, I knew that this was going to be good. Not right now, as you can see, it's mingling around $2 ever since the set came out. But I promise you, you want to buy this in bulk, and this card's eventually going to come to 3 or 2 even, and it doesn't even need to come to 3 or 2 to have a price increase. This card is over time, as these go away, as Secret Slayers becomes 2, 3, 5 years old. This card is not going to be $2. I promise you that. Alright. One Day of Peace. So there's a super rare print. Only 2 prints of this card. Pretty impressive. This was another card. I was picking this up for $1, like all day long. Probably about 2 years ago. I invested, I think, maybe in, I don't know, at least 18 copies of this for about $1 a piece. I'm looking at 3Os here, and they're already sitting at like $5. So these generic just one-of draw cards that you can put in any deck, and it's just good. This is a defensive card, and it's a draw card. It's fantastic. Again, I always put this in Upstart Goblin in every single deck I build. Draw power is so key for this game, in my personal opinion. You have to have it. You need to get to your cards quicker than your opponent, and that's how you win. And yeah, so it's $3. Cheapest one is $3 here, and that's a one-of. So even this, this is just all around a great card. So that's gonna wrap it up for today. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This has been a showcasing by The White Mexican, and I will see you in the next video.